Well, good morning and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now today I thought we'd have a look at a couple of plants that I bought one at the back end of last year, which was the Dendrobium Nobile, and the one which I bought in March, which was we decided it was a Odontoglossum hybrid, but what they all register as a Cambria. So we'll have a look at that one first. Well, this was in flower when I first bought it, and there's the old flower spike down there which I cut off, and it's grown, this one, a new growth since March. Now Cambria, which they call them in garden centres and places like that, is a collective term for a large group of plants of multiple parentage. And nonetheless, these are very, very beautiful plants, unusual, a mixture of all the parents, but beautiful colours, spotted, striped, and all sorts of things. Now, they're not difficult to grow, and they're very easily adapted to home conditions, providing what they do like is a southern window. And another thing they don't like is, and I've just taken this out of a black pot, they don't like roots exposed to light. So if you have one like this, which is a pot full of holes, just put it in a black pot and then it'll cut the light off to the roots. That's what they don't like. I mean, these, and I'll use the word Cambria, are also known as Bielaria, and that's got its parentage of Odontoglossums, Oncidiums, Brassias, Miltonias, and all that sort of lot. So they're real intergeneric hybrids, these, but nevertheless very beautiful. Now they like a lot of humidity, so the best place to keep this is, as I said before, on a southern facing window. Put them on pebbles. Put the pebbles in water, but we don't want water going into the plant pot. We're just doing that for humidity. They love the humidity, around about 60-65%. You must be careful not to overwet them because they hate being too wet. So as I said before, if you're using these, if you buy these plants in clear pots, make sure you put them in a dark pot to cut off the air to the roots. In my opinion, these are a totally underestimated plant, and they produce absolutely beautiful blooms. If you water them sort of, the regular rule is once per week, and fertilise them sort of, once every 2 or 3 weeks. And that's all I can tell you about these, but they're well worth having. Now this Dendrobium Nobile, you know, there's a lot of them about, and a lot of people know a lot about them. It was in flower when I bought it, just had two canes on it, but it's grown these canes, and I've broken one. See if I can show you. I broke that one off there, but there's a couple of new ones starting down there. But I think these canes should be a lot bigger than they are. I mean, I was told to feed them heavily and water them well, which I did. But they grew very, very well, and now they've just slowed down. I mean, they're big and they're thick canes, but they should be probably half as tall again. But they're just not. So what do? Do I just leave them and carry on feeding them and hope they grow? Or what do I do? Somebody must have an answer to it. And yeah, we'll wait and see in the comments. Right, just get round to potting a few paphs and one or two frags in this coconut husk. But the first one you can see isn't doing well at all. This was a very nice Cavacii, but with having it indoors last winter, it went really awful, and I don't think it's got many roots on it at all. So I'm just going to take it out of its pot, have a good look at it and see if we can save it or not. I don't think it'll have much in the way of roots. It's in a bit of bark and a bit of moss. A bit damp. There's two roots forming. Can you see them? Looks like another growth there. Yep, I'll bring it up to the camera then you can see. Well, this is coming on a bit. We'll keep it nice and damp. There, you can see the roots forming now on this Cavacii. So, whoops, where's the? There we are. So we'll get this potted up in a slightly bigger pot, and with some of this coconut husk. Well, that's a much bigger pot, but I'm going to put some new bark in it with grow stones in there, a bit of pumice, a little bit of, which I don't like, so I'll take it out, this moss. And I'm going to put them up into this these coconut moss. Well, we'll put a bit of this in first. Not too much. Bit of the husk. Nice and damp. Might do it a power of good. And just fill it up and hope we can hold it. Hope we can hold it stable. Make sure I don't damage the new roots by pressing down. I know you can't see me in my shorts because it's not a pleasant sight. My legs are not there to be seen. As my lady friend said, you haven't got a hair on your leg and they'd look lovely in nylons. So you can picture what they look like. Right, that's that done. I hope that takes off. I'll keep that nice and moist too. It looks a little better already, doesn't it? That's Repotting Cavacii. And the next one is a nice little plant, but so slow to grow. And it's, let's see, it's Paphs adductum. Very, very slow. So we'll do the same with this. This has been in this pot a good 12 months. It had one or two little roots on it, but I don't think they'll have progressed much since that time. So we'll have a look. I mean, we're only using this this husk to try and boost them on a little bit to see if it works. So we'll take this out. Doesn't feel very firm in its pot. And the roots are awful. Got two roots in it which are okay. But you will pop that up in the same pot. And this is the last one I'm going to do for today. Potting, that is. which is the Paphiopedilum magic lantern. I've grown this from a little seedling. That's about 2 or 3 years ago, and it's only got to that size, so I don't know. I used to grow these very, very well, but I don't seem to grow them very well anymore. I will remove this out of its pot as normal. And this is, oh, this has got some quite nice roots on. It's coming on. You can see it. So I think the husk should do it even more good than the bark, but we'll find out. Always wary of new root tips, because if you just touch them, they'll drop off. And be careful about pressing down on things. It's a big piece. Get some smaller bits. The beauty about these husks, I believe, is that they stay moist a little longer. And with the pots being pretty airy, they should come on very nicely. And yeah, we'll call that a day. We'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep all the ones I've done in this new medium. I'll keep them all together to see how they go, because they'll need dip watering at a different time to the bark. So that's that one. There's a new little growth coming up in the middle, in the leaf, but that's been there ages, so we'll see if it comes on any quicker. And here are two cattleyas that I mounted. This is the Mahina Yahiro Ulii, and I watered them this morning and it won't do it again. They're virtually dry, but this new growth's coming up fine, so it looks like it's enjoying it on there. It's not stuck to the cork yet, but hopefully it will do. So I'm going to water that in a minute. And the other one is this Dawiana Aurea. That was watered this morning, and this is dry. And this is coming out with a new growth here. Might be two new growths. You see there? And that black you can see there is just a very hard leaf. So I'm just going to water these again. So I found the easiest way to water these is just to lay them down flat on this tray and just pour some water on them. That's it. Pour it on the leaves as well, all over. Wet it through. The same with the Dawiana. Oh, I need some more. Well, I've got them back into place after watering, and I think they look very, very nice there. On the wooden mounts, and pleased to say they're doing okay too. Well, that's about all for now. Thank you very much for watching. Once again, thanks to all my subscribers, and tomorrow, I don't know what we'll look at tomorrow. Might be frags, might be the cattleyas again, so we'll see. So thank you very much, and until next time, bye.